start with our couple of initial ranges of motion before we kind of get into it here. So first and foremost, let's start from the top and move our way down from the head and the neck. We're going to find that roll. So give me that big inhale for your super long spine. With your exhale, go ahead and drop that chin to that chest. From here, we're going to move it side to side, right ear towards that right shoulder, and then down through center, left ear towards the left shoulder. Moving it nice and easy here. Take it at your own pace. Take it at your own depth. So if you want to take it a little bit deeper, a little bit further, you look up a little bit further. If you want to take it a little shallower, a little bit less intense, just bringing the head towards that opposite shoulder. And if you'd like to intensify this, you can always take those hands down towards the mat, open up a little bit deeper through that trap, through that shoulder that is opposite the ear that we are pulling towards your shoulder. Nice and easy here, side to side. Once more in each direction. Feel free to take that third range of motion to even out and hit that second side one final time. Then with that final nice deep exhale, go ahead and drop that chin back to the chest and then bring the head back up nice and long. All right, my favorite after a long day of sitting in a chair at my desk, Real twist up next. As always, if you like to take those arms up long as we twist, feel free to do that. If you prefer not to do that, feel free to keep them low as we come through center. So find that nice big inhale. You can either just find that long spine or you can take those arms up. With our exhale, we're going to turn those shoulders towards that first side. You can bring them down if you're moving with those arms, or you can keep them low, bring opposite side hand to the outside of that leg, same side hand around behind the back. Let's just flow nice and easy side to side here. So if you like to keep those arms low, feel free to keep them low. If you like to take them high, feel free to bring them high. Finding that nice twist, once again, at a depth that feels good for you. So if it feels good to go a little deeper, put a little more pressure into those hands, feel free to do that. If it feels better to take it a little shallower, a little less pressure, and just find that kind of active twist, just using your torso to twist, also fabulous. Finding those inhales through center and those exhales side to side. Awesome. Just a few more times back and forth, keeping it moving, maybe increasing that depth a little bit as you go with it. And let's find once more in each direction. Again, feel free to take that third change of direction to even out and hit that second side one final time. When you finish out, we're going to come back to center. If you're taking the arms up, find that nice big exhale to bring them down around. If you're keeping them low, just relax those shoulders nice and low away from the ears. All right, we're going to do a lot of lower body work today. We've got some balance work. We've got a couple of different changes of direction that are going to be new as a live practice this evening. So just to kind of get the legs started to warm up, we will do a little lower body stretch. I'm going to keep my left leg folded in. I'm going to take my right leg out nice and long at just a slight angle here to the side. We're just going to find 3 nice easy folds forward. So I want you to find that inhale to that long spine and then just walk those fingertips out towards the toes, round out through the spine, let the head and neck release and relax. Find a nice deep inhale and exhale in that stretch. And then with that following inhale, we'll roll it up to our nice long spine. And we'll do that just twice more, exactly like that. Get right back down that right leg. Finding that nice deep stretch. When you get to the edge of your range of motion, finding one more inhale and exhale. And then inhaling to roll it up one final time, in and back out. So exhale to roll it back forward. Fingertips down towards those toes, nice deep stretch. Awesome. After that, next big inhale and exhale. Go ahead and roll it up. We're just going to switch legs. Same exact thing, 3 times into and out of it. We're folding that right leg in. We're taking that left leg out long. We've got that nice kind of slow and easy pulse. Our inhale to our long spine, our exhale to fold it forward. Finding that stretch not only through the back of the leg, but maybe a little bit through the lower back, maybe a little bit through the upper back, depending on where your arms are. After that next exhale, our inhale rolls us up. Exhale takes us back into it. Finding a nice deep breath after you hit the edge of that range of motion. After that exhale, our inhale takes us up one final time for one final fold forward here on this side. So to that long spine, and then exhale to roll it forward. Nice big stretch. After that next exhale, go ahead and bring it back up. All righty, we're gonna bring it on over to hands and knees. So take your time, make that transition, bring it around so that we're facing the short edge of the mat. When you get there, feel free to go right into that cat and cow. Take a couple of nice range of motion with the spine, our belly towards the floor. Our exhale pulls the spine up towards the ceiling, rounds it out, nice and even. Finding a couple times in each direction there. All right, awesome. We're gonna do a little core activation by just from here, pulling it into our bear. So I want you to bring that spine back to nice and neutral, nice long spine. We're gonna curl our toes under. So we're still in this hands and knees position. Knees are right under hips. Hands are either right underneath the shoulders, or maybe just a little bit out in front if the wrists are bothering you today. And all we're gonna do is activate through the core and just pull those knees about 2 or 3 inches up off of the mat. So we're kind of in this floating bear position. Think about kind of contracting through the abs, pulling it in, belly button towards the spine. And with your next exhale, very gently go ahead and release those knees down towards the mat. Release the core, release that tension. We're going to do that just twice more. So contracting, pulling it up 2 or 3 inches up off the mat for that little float. Next exhale, nice and easy, releases us down. That tension on the core. One final time, just like that. Contract the core, pull those knees up into that little float. Take a moment. Think about contracting the abs, pulling it in. Exhale, nice and easy. Go ahead and release it on down. Awesome. From here, we're going to press it back to our plank. So take those feet back nice and long. Press those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Since this is our first one, let's take a moment, pedal out those heels. Release that tension through the backs of the legs. And then we're going to walk those feet forward to meet the hands and forward fold. When you get there, feel free to have that generous bend in those knees. Find that release of the lower back, a nice stretch through the whole posterior chain, the whole back side of the body. Next inhale rolls us up to standing. When you get there, release those shoulders nice and low away from the ears. Maybe shake it out a little bit. If there's a range of motion, that's going to feel really good once you get to standing. Now from here, I've got 2 options for you. The option that I'm going to take is going to be an inchworm. If your shoulders and wrists are not going to be feeling this inchworm option, every time that we start from the back of the mat, I invite you to just step right back to the front of your mat. And instead of inchworming forward, you'll inchworm the legs back. So for example, rather than what I'll be doing, you'll just step it back just like we normally would and then press into the position that we're going to find. Your other option, our inchworm, is going to be from the back of the mat. We're going to bring the fingertips down and walk it out nice and controlled to that plank. So if that's something that seems like it's going to be okay for the wrists, for the shoulders, feel free to move it to the back of the mat. If you're not into the inchworm tonight, if you know the wrists have been bothering you this week, feel free to go ahead and start at the front of your mat. We're still going to find 3 nice deep breaths here just to get us started. So go ahead and find that nice big inhale, taking those arms out and up towards the ceiling, nice big stretch. And then our exhale is just going to bring the arms down and around. Once again, just like that. Our inhale takes us out and up, nice and long towards the ceiling, big stretch. And our exhale circles us down and around. One final time, up, and the arms are just going to come back down. So inhale takes us out and up, big stretch, and then just bring those arms down here. From here, we're going to take it nice and slow into our forward fold vertebrae by vertebrae. So I want you to start from the top of your head. We're just going to tuck that chin in towards the chest, Open up the shoulder blades, round out through the spine, working from the top of the spine down to the bottom. Then let your hips turn over and bring the fingertips down towards the toes. Once again, feel free to have that generous bend in those knees, taking a moment here. Now you're gonna either inchworm it out or walk those feet back if you're in the front of that mat. So go ahead and take it out to our plank, all the way out to that plank that we just found our activation for. So keep those hips a little bit low here. Keep those wrists either right under the shoulders or a little bit out in front. Nice and controlled. We're gonna find our chaturanga, toes or knees, lower it all the way down to the mat. Let those arms release and relax. Top of the feet meet the mat. Let's take it to our cobra or baby cobra. Pulling the chest up, peeling it off. Once again, vertebrae by vertebrae, finding that nice front side body stretch. Turn those toes under, activate the core, press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Once again, nice stretch to the backs of the legs. Maybe we pedal out those heels, take a moment. We're gonna take our right leg, three-legged dog, to our lunge. So right foot presses up and back. Bend that left knee, take that right leg forward, find that lunge position. From here, we're gonna take it to our crescent. So release those hands, sweep it up into that crescent lunge. That left heel stays off the floor. There's a nice bend in that right knee. Awesome. Take it to our warrior two. Turn the left heel down, open the arms. Let's take it to peaceful. Flip that front palm, that right palm, lift it up and back. And take it back out just to our warrior two. So nice long arms back to center. From here, we're gonna take it back to our crescent. I want you to take that left forward to meet the right and bring left heel up, finding your balance. Once again, take that a little bit slow and controlled. We're gonna take this to our pyramid. So this left leg is gonna step just halfway forward until both legs can be long and both heels can be on the ground. And I'm just gonna nice and easy fold it forward. So this is an intense stretch for the back of the leg. Only take it as deep as you need to. So if you can, maybe your hands come all the way down to the mat. If that's super intense, maybe your hands come to the hips and you just fold it forward as much as you can comfortably. Awesome. Let's bring that torso back up nice and long. So both legs are long, both heels are on the ground. I want you to just slightly bend that right knee. Now this is where there's going to be a little bit of power. So this is my fair warning for those people that might be on a carpet that's not stapled to your floor. We're going to press off of this right and find a balance on our left. So we're pressing back. We're finding our balance on our left. That left toe might be turned out a little bit. That's okay. Find that knee lift. Now, as always, feel free to tap those toes down. Find your nice, strong, long core. Pulling that knee in. All right, we're gonna step that right foot down to meet the left, turn those left toes in if they were facing out a little bit. We're starting from the top again. So if you need to move to the top of that mat, feel free to take that step forward. If you need to move closer to the back of that mat, take it back. Let's find one nice deep inhale and exhale, folding it forward on that exhale. We're either inchworming out or we're stepping it back nice and long. We're going to that plank position. When you get to that plank, just find a little hold for me here. Finding it nice, long, strong spine. Awesome. Once again, chaturanga, so toes or knees. Let's lower it down. Keep those elbows nice and close. When you reach the mat, pressing that torso up, cobra or baby cobra. Activate through the core. Turn those toes under. Up and back, downward facing dog. Left leg this time is going to find our three-legged dog, pressing it up and back. Bend that right knee, sweeping the left leg forward. We're in that lunge. We're taking it right to that crescent this time. So go ahead and sweep those arms up. Find that bend in that left knee, that long right leg. Nice long torso. Fabulous. Let's take it to our warrior two. Turn that right heel down, open those arms. That nice bend stays in that left knee. Flip the front palm. Go ahead and reverse it. Peaceful. Lift it up and back. Next exhale brings us back out to those nice long arms. We're going to transition back to that crescent. So once again, my right arm comes forward. As my right hip turns forward, I'm also going to lift my right heel. Excellent. From here, we've got that pyramid. So I'm going to step halfway up. So both legs can be long, both heels are on the ground. Again, my toe points out a little bit. That's okay. We're hinging forward at those hips, however deep you want this stretch to be for that front leg. So maybe you've just at that halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Maybe you're feeling a little more flexible today. So you fold it forward, maybe you progress as we move into we'll bring that torso up nice and long. Nice little bend through that left knee is going to spring us into that balance. So our balance is on that right foot. Again, feel free to find that toe tap. Make sure you're being safe. That nice little lift of that knee. Nice, long, strong core. Set that left foot down. Rearrange those feet. Step forward or backward. All right, as we keep moving, I'm just going to add a couple of things on, but that's your baseline. As always, if anything that I do is not something that you're interested in taking up an extra notch, you've got this first flow as your option, as always, to make those transitions one into the next. Let's find that big inhale, take those arms out. Our exhale folds us forward, fingertips down towards the toes. Let's find our halfway lift this time. Nice flat back on spine. Exhale folds us forward. Either inchworming forward or step those feet back to our high push-up plank position. When you get there, take that moment, take that nice deep breath, activate that core, nice and long and strong. Toes, knees, let's chaturanga down to the mat. Keep those elbows close. When you get there, press the chest up, cobra or upward facing dog. Let's take it to that downward facing dog. Activate the core, toes under, press those hips up and back. Right leg, three-legged dog, press it up, bend the left knee, sweep the right leg forward, plant it down. Once again, we're gonna take this into our crescent, so when you get there, go ahead and sweep it up. Nice bend in that right knee, nice long left leg. We're gonna find some pulses this time, so let's take it up and down 3 times. Our inhale lengthens that front leg, those arms. Our exhale bends that front knee, cactus those arms, bend the elbows, bring them out nice and wide. Twice more just like that. Our inhale takes us up. Our exhale takes us down. One more time. Our inhale takes us up. Our exhale brings us down. When you've got that nice bend in that right knee, let's go ahead and inhale to just lengthen those arms. From here, let's take it to our warrior 2. Turn the left heel down, open those arms up. Peaceful, flip that front palm, lift it up and back. We're taking it back out to our warrior 2. Arms are nice and long. There's still that bend in that knee. Back to our crescent. Left arm sweeps forward as our hips turn in. We lift that left heel. Fabulous. We're going to find those pulses once again. We've got 3 more. Our inhale lengthens. Our exhale brings us down. Cactus those arms. Our inhale lengthens. Our exhale brings us down. Our inhale lengthens. And our exhale pulls us into it. When you get that nice bend in that right knee, go ahead and inhale to lengthen those arms. Once again, we've got our pyramid next. So I'm stepping halfway in. I'm lengthening both of those legs. I've got that left foot turned out just slightly, hinging forward at those hips for that front side stretch. That whole back of that right leg, pretty intense stretch here. So take it wherever you need to. Let's lengthen our torso back up nice and long. Bend that right knee just slightly and then spring up to that balance on that left leg. Take your time to get there. Finding a breath here in this balance. And then go ahead and set that right leg down. Turn that toe if you need to. Step to the front or back with your mat. Same thing one more time, and then we'll have a little break. Inhale takes those arms out and up. Our exhale folds us forward. Let's find that halfway lift. Nice flat back, long spine. Exhale brings us back down, fingertips towards the toes, either inchworming out to the front or stepping those feet back into our plank position. All right, for your extra challenge for your chaturanga, whether you are on the toes or knees, trying to just make it so that that chest floats just above the mat before you bring it to your cobra or up dog. So lowering almost all the way down and then turning it over and pressing back up. If that's not okay for you tonight, feel free to bring it all the way down and then press it back up. Let's take it to our down dog. Hips go up and back. 3-legged dog with the left foot up and back nice and long. Bend that right knee, sweep that left leg forward, plant it down in that crescent. When you get there, sweep those arms up. We've got those 3 pulses. Here we go. Our inhale lengthens that front leg, lengthens those arms. Our exhale bends those elbows, brings it down. Inhale lengthens. Exhale bends. One more time. Our inhale lengthens. And our exhale bends. When you get there, that left knee stays bent. Those arms lengthen. Let's take it to our warrior 2. Right heel turns down. Arms open up. Peaceful. Flips that front palm. Lift it up and back. Take it back out to that warrior two. Nice and controlled, back to our crescent. So that right arm sweeps forward. As those hips turn forward, we lift that heel, refine our balance. We've got those pulses once again. Lengthen that front leg and those arms. Exhale, cactuses those arms, bends into that knee. Once again, inhale, lengthens. Exhale, bends into it. Inhale, lengthens. And exhale, brings it down. Nice bend through that left knee. Once again, when you get there, go ahead and lengthen those arms. We're going to bring it to our pyramid. So stepping halfway in, planting both of those heels, hinge forward those hips, whether the hands are on the hips or whether you pull them down towards the mat for that very intense left leg stretch. Now, if you want to challenge this press off, you can walk that back foot back just a little more, bend that front knee, lift the torso. Here we go. We're going to step it to the back. Trying to take it with as few toe taps as we can. Keep that core nice and long and strong. You can see my arms look a little silly finding my balance. Next exhale, sets that left down next to the right. Readjust those feet. Grab a sip of your water. Take a second. Okay, fabulous. All right, you guys, so same as before, go ahead and meet me either at the back or the front of your mat, depending on which direction you are walking it out. Warming up. All right, so I've got a few more things to add to it. We'll add one more this time. So go ahead and find that mountain pose. We're going to take our nice deep breath. Give me that big inhale. Take those arms out and up. As you exhale, fold it forward. Inhale to our halfway lift. Nice flat back on spine. Exhale, folds us forward. Either inchworm it out or step those feet back. We're in that high push-up plank position. Taking that moment in that push-up plank to activate the core. Pulling those abs in, that belly button towards the spine. Chaturanga, toes or knees. Lower it down and then press it up to that cobra or up dog. And then turn the toes over, hips up and back, down dog. Awesome, awesome. Right leg, three-legged dog. Press it up and back. Bend the left knee, sweep that right leg forward. Plant it down. Before we transition to our crescent, I've got another step here. We're going to move through our warrior three. So from this position, if you need to step that left foot in a little bit, feel free. We're going to press straight up into that balanced posture. And then I want you to bring your hands to your hips and try and bring them to even. So if you need to bend that knee a little bit, if you need to bring that back toe down, even those hips. Then maybe you press that foot back out. We're going to step it back to that crescent. So step that foot down, lengthen that torso, find your balance, and then take those arms up. We're skipping that first set of pulses here. Left leg, left heel turns down, open to warrior two. Flip the front palm, we've got peaceful. You can take that other hand around behind the back if you'd like to intensify this front side body stretch. Exhale brings us back out to our warrior two. Let's make that transition to our crescent. That left arm forward. Bring that left heel up. Find that nice long torso. Awesome. This time we are going to do those pulses. So go ahead and find that inhale, lengthen that front leg and those arms. Exhale, cactus those arms, bend that knee. Inhale, lengthens. There we go. Exhale, bends into it. Last time, inhale, lengthens. Exhale, bends into it. Awesome. Lengthen those arms. Keep that right knee bent. Here comes that pyramid. Step it halfway in, plant both of those heels, hinge forward those hips. That nice, intense front side body stretch. Fabulous. Again, if you want that little extra challenge, you can step it back an extra inch or two. Go ahead and lengthen the torso, bend that front knee. We're going to spring off of it and bring it back to that balance. Find your strong core. Use your core for your balance. Excellent. Go ahead and step that right foot down next to the left. Make that readjustment. Walk it to the front or back of your mat. Inhale, takes those arms out and up. Here we go. Exhale, folds us forward. Let's take our halfway lift. Flat back, long spine. And fold it forward. Inchworm it forward or step those feet back. High push-up plank position. Find that little hold when you get there. And then let's take it through that chaturanga, toes or knees. Keep the elbows close, lower it down, and then press it up into your cobra or up dog. Turn the toes over, hips up and back. Activate the core to press it into our down dog. Awesome. Three-legged dog with the left. Press that foot up and back, nice and long. Bend that right knee, sweep the left leg forward. This is where that warrior 3 transition comes in, so don't sweep those arms up quite yet. Let's take it up. So weight goes onto that left leg. Bring the hands to the hips, even the hips to the floor. Feel free to bend that knee if you need to. Trying to keep those hips even, press it back. We're stepping back into that crescent. So bend the left knee, nice and easy. Try and set those right toes down. Lengthen the torso. We're bringing it to our warrior 2. Turn the right heel down, open the arms. Nice, peaceful. Flip that front palm, lift it up and back. Feel free to bring that other hand around behind the back if it feels good. Exhale, back out to center, warrior 2. Let's find that transition. Right hand comes forward as your hip turns over. Bring that right heel up. We're back in that crescent lunge. We've got those 3 pulses. Next inhale, lengthens up. Exhale, pulls us down into it, cactus those arms. Inhale, lengthens up. Exhale, pulls into it. Inhale one more time, lengthens up. Exhale, bends into it. Once you get down there, that left knee stays bent. Those arms lengthen up. Fabulous. Let's take it to that pyramid. We're stepping in halfway forward. Lengthen the torso, lengthen those legs, hinge it forward at those hips. Again, however deep you need this to be. Maybe hands meet the hips, maybe hands meet the floor. Use the intensity, that feedback that your hamstring is giving you. Let's lengthen the torso, bend that front knee. If you want that half step back for that extra challenge, feel free to take it. Power off that front leg. Find that balance. Even if you kind of have to readjust your hips to where your foot is, that's okay. Notice the feedback that the small muscles in your ankle and your calves are giving you. Notice what happens when you release your core. Awesome. Step that left down to meet the right. Readjust. Take a second, shake it out. Bring it back to the top or bottom of your mat. Alrighty, let's see. I've got a couple minutes left. I did not say at the beginning, so we do have a full 60 if you can stick around for the extra 20 minutes. If not, we've got about 5 minutes left. If you are sticking around, we'll be back in this same meeting information. Just has to end at the 40 minutes. And then we'll come back and finish out with an extra 20. And we will be working on the same flow. We'll just be taking it up an extra notch or 2 as we go. So finding the top or bottom of your mat, taking a moment, finding that nice mountain pose, feet under hips. Let's find that big inhale. Take the arms out and up. Our exhale folds us forward, fingertips down towards the mat. Halfway lift finds our nice flat back, long spine, hands to those legs. Exhale folds us forward. You can either inchworm forward or step it back, depending on where you are on the mat. Find that high push-up plank position. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Activate that core from here. Hello, chaturanga. Keep the elbows close, toes or knees, and then press the chest up, cobra or up dog. Turn the toes over, hips up and back, down dog. 3-legged dog on the right, press it up. Bend the left knee, sweep that right leg forward, plant it down. From here, we've got our warrior 3. So go ahead and press up onto that right foot, find your balance, find those hands on those hips, even them out. Feel free to, like I said, keep that bend in that knee, just finding that balance wherever you need it to be, maybe bend, lengthen. We're gonna take this right into a curtsy lunge. So I want you to take that left leg, step it around to the outside of that right leg, opposite side, and both of those knees lengthen the torso. From here, we're gonna step it to a balance. Back around, that front knee lifts, nice strong core, stepping back to our crescent. So left leg steps back, we find that long torso. A little bit of a tricky transition, that's okay. Arms come long, let's take it to our warrior 2. Left heel turns down, arms open. Flip the front palm, we'll lift it up and back. Bring it back out to warrior 2. Sweep the left arm forward, lift that left heel back to that long torso. We're gonna skip, there we go, that's the word I was looking for. Skip those pulses this round, just for the sake of time. Let's take it to our pyramid. Step that left leg in a little bit, hinge forward with those hips. Fabulous. Find that nice intense stretch to that front leg. All right, we've got that transition to the back of our mat, so feel free to step it back, lift that torso, power off of that front leg, find your balance. Again, if those hips need to open up in the direction that those toes are facing, that's totally fine. Find your balance here. Awesome. Keep your core tightened, and then set that right down next to the left. One final time through. Here we go. You just got to hit that other side. Make your way to the front or back of your mat. Inhale takes us out and up. Exhale folds us forward. Halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Exhale folds it forward. Inchworm it forward or step it back. High push-up plank. Nice strong core, nice long plank. Toes or knees, chaturanga. Lower it down and then press it up, cobra or up dog. Turn the toes over, hips up and back, down dog. Awesome work, you guys. Three-legged dog with the left. Press it up and back. Find that nice long spine, long leg. Bend the right knee, sweep that left leg forward, plant it down. We've got our warrior three. So if you can, press it straight up. Even those hips. Feel free to bend that knee for that balance if you need to. We're taking this to our curtsy lunge. So our right leg steps around to the outside of that left this time. Bend both of those knees. We're taking this to our balance. So right leg's gonna come around and up. We're balanced on that left leg. That right knee lifts. Step that right leg back into our crescent. Lengthen the torso, lengthen the arms. Warrior two turns the right heel down, opens the arms up. Flip the front palm, lift it up and back, peaceful. Back out to warrior two. Right arm sweeps forward, right heel lifts. We're back in that crescent to pyramid. Step that right leg halfway in, lengthen both of those legs, fold it forward. Awesome, we've got one final balance. Go ahead and lengthen that torso, bend that front knee. Feel free to take that half step back. And then we're pressing off of that left foot to find that right leg balance. Nice, find that long, strong core. One more big inhale. Exhale sets that left foot down next to the right. Fabulous, give me one more nice deep breath in this first meeting. Take those arms out and up. And our exhale circles them down in additions to our flow to take our challenge up a little bit. Making your way, same as before, to the front or back of your mat. Take a moment, find that comfortable mountain pose, those feet right underneath those hips, or as always, maybe a little wider or narrower. Think about your posture for just a second. If you've been sitting in a chair all day, does it feel good to pull your shoulder blades together, your shoulders back a little bit, open through the chest? Maybe it feels good to lift the chin. Maybe it feels good to drop the chin. Maybe you need to shake out those arms a little bit. We're gonna start this one off with 3 nice deep breaths. We'll lead with those arms, and then we'll bring it on the third one into that forward fold. So go ahead with that next inhale, take a mountain up. With that exhale, just bring those arms down and around. One more time, just like that. Inhale takes us out and up. Exhale brings the arms down and around. On this third one, we're gonna find our forward fold. Our inhale takes us up to that nice long spine. Our exhale fold those forward fingertips down towards the toes. Let's find our halfway lift when you get there. So with that next inhale, flat back, long spine. Exhale, go ahead, fold it forward. We're gonna inchworm it out or step it back to that high push-up plank position. So taking it out nice and long, refine that activation through the core. Pull that belly button in towards the spine. Toes or knees, chaturanga, lower it down. If you can, find that float and then press it right up into your cobra or up dog. And then let's take it to our down dog. Turn the toes under, press those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Fabulous. Right leg's gonna find that 3-legged dog. Press it up and back. Nice little stretch here, and then bend that left knee, sweep that right leg forward. We've got our transition to our warrior three. So readjust if you need to, and then press it up. Same as before, take that second, even those hips, even if you need to bend the knee. And then if you can, pressing it back, we're taking it to that curtsy lunge. So keep your balance, step that left around to the outside of that right, bend both of those knees, lengthen that torso. Fabulous. Let's step it up into our balance. You can always tap that toe down and let's find that little lift. Nice. We're going to take it back to our crescent. So arms lift as we step that left back. Warrior two. Left heel turns down. Open the arms. Flip that front palm. Peaceful. Bring it back out. Warrior two. Let's take it to our crescent. Bring that left arm forward as the hips come forward. Lift that left heel. We do have our pulses this time. So your next inhale lengthens the arms and that front leg. Our exhale bends the elbows, bends into that knee. Twice more. Our inhale lengthens. Our exhale bends into it. Our inhale lengthens one final time. And our exhale bends into it. When you have that nice bend in that right knee, go ahead and lengthen those arms. We're stepping it into that pyramid. So bring it right halfway in, lengthen that front leg, hinge forward. Again, hands can come to those hips. Fingertips can come down towards the mat. However intense you want that right leg stretch to be. And as always, maybe those left toes are turned out a little bit. All right, let's lengthen that torso once again. Feel free to take that half step back, bend that right knee. We're going to power off of it into our balance. So bringing it up, finding that balance. This is where we're going to add. Instead of just balancing here, we're going to take it to our tree. So I'm turned a little bit this way. Go with wherever your standing foot is to turn your hips there. Tree pose options, toes on the floor, foot on that shin or that calf, or using that assist and bringing it up to the inner thigh. Just don't put it on the inside of that knee. When you get there, take a moment, find that long, strong core. Maybe you take those arms up, maybe you take them out, maybe you pull them to heart center, wherever you need to be here. We're gonna find one more nice deep breath. So if you came out of it, come into it. Big inhale. And our exhale releases. Awesome work, awesome work. Bring it around, shake it out, make your way to the front and back of your mat. We're gonna do that once again. Here we go. Give me that inhale, take those arms out now. Exhale folds us forward, right into that forward fold here. Let's take our halfway lift. Flat back, long spine. Fold it forward, inchworm it forward or step it backward. Find that strong core. And then chaturanga, toes or knees high to low, and then press it up into that cobra or up dog. And then turn those toes over, activate the core, press the hips up and back, down dog. Left leg, three-leg dog, here we go. Press it up and back, nice little stretch. Bend that right knee, sweep that left leg forward, plant it down. When you get there, find balance. We're taking it up to our warrior three. Pressing straight up, almost like a single leg squat you guys have been doing all night, which is awesome. Even those hips, feel free to bend that knee or tap those toes down if you need to. When you can find that balance with those even hips, stepping around into that curtsy, right leg around to the outside of that left, bend those knees, lengthen that torso. Bring it to our balance, step that right leg around, knee comes up, arms go up as we send that leg back into our crescent, challenging transition. You guys are killing it. Nice work. Find your balance. Warrior two. Right heel turns down. Flip the front palm. Peaceful. Lift it up and back. Bring it back out to our warrior two. Arms nice and long. Awesome. Let's sweep that right arm forward. Bring that right heel up as those hips turn over. We've got our three pulses next. Your inhale lengthens. Your exhale cactuses those arms, bends that knee. Inhale lengthens. Exhale bends into it. One more time. Inhale lengthens. Exhale bends into it. Left knee bends, arms cactus. When you get there, keep that left knee bent. Lengthen those arms. Fabulous. Let's take it into that pyramid. Step it halfway forward. Find those long legs. Hinge forward at those hips. Nice stretch there. Excellent. Let's go ahead and lengthen the torso. Feel free to take that half step back, like that extra challenge. Bend that left knee, spring off of it. to find that balance on that right foot. Take a second here with that knee lifted, find your strong core, activate through the lower leg, and then bring it into that tree. So again, my toes were pointed towards the camera, so that's the way I'm gonna face. If your toes are pointed a little different, go with it. Find your tree. Again, toes can be on the floor, foot can be on the inside of that calf, or it can be on the inside of the thigh. Just do not put pressure on the inside of your knee. You don't want to press away from center. Hands can be at heart center. They can be out long. They can be up tall. If you come out of it, we'll be here for another moment. So come back into it. Find your breath. Find your strong core. Maybe this side's different than the other. Give me one more big inhale. And our exhale releases it down. Awesome work. Go ahead, shake it out. Grab a sip of your beverage if you'd like to. Maybe find a little stretch if there's something that needs stretched out. All right, all right. Okay, bring it back for one final time through. This will be our last time through. We do have to hit both sides, so you'll see each of these exercises one more time. The only thing that I've got to take this one up just an extra notch if you'd like it. If you're feeling really good about your chaturanga, we'll do a single leg chaturanga. As always, if you decide to take that, I want to make sure that as soon as you get down, before you press it up to cobra, we let the top of that foot meet the mat. So we're not pressing into cobra with our other foot off of the floor. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then just go with what you have been doing the whole time. Find the front or back of your mat. Let's find that big inhale for those arms out and up. Our exhale is going to fold us forward. Let's take our half lift, nice flat back, long spine. And fold it forward. We're going to inchworm it out or step it back, depending on where you are on your mat, and find that high push-up plank position. Now, this is where you can change it up for this round if you'd like to. Right foot can come up off that mat for that chaturanga. As you lower, that left knee can always be down. And then before you bring it to that cobra, bring that right foot down and then press it up. Awesome. Go ahead, turn those toes over. Press those hips up and back. Down dog. We're going to roll with that three-legged dog with the right, take it up and back. Bend that left knee, sweep that right leg forward. From here, we've got our warrior three, so feel free to readjust. Press it up, try and keep those hips even. If you're feeling good here, maybe you lengthen those arms out. Let's take it to our curtsy. Left leg around to the outside, lengthen the torso, bend those knees. Awesome, let's take it up to that balance. On that right foot, that left knee lifts. Back to our crescent, press it back, plant those toes, lift that torso. Warrior two, left heel turns, arms open. Flip the front palm, peaceful, lift it up and back. Take it back out to that warrior two. Back to our crescent, left arm sweeps forward, left heel lifts, torso lifts. Nice, let's find our pulses. Inhale, lengthens. Exhale, bends that right knee and those elbows. Inhale, lengthens. Exhale, bends into it. Final one here. Inhale, lengthens. Exhale, bends into it. That nice deep bend in that knee. Open through the chest. When you have that bend in that knee, go ahead, lengthen those arms. Let's hit that pyramid. Stepping halfway in if you need to. Plant that heel. Lengthen both of those legs. Hinge forward. Intense stretch for that right hamstring. Fabulous. Let's lengthen the torso. Bend the right knee. Step halfway back if you'd like that challenge. Press off of that right leg. Find your balance. Awesome. We've got our tree on this side to finish out this last flow here before we switch to our second side. So find your iteration of that tree. 3 options for the feet. Couple options for the arms. Same as before. Feel free to take those hips in the direction of those toes. If you come out of it, feel free to come right back into it. 2 more nice deep breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. 1 more big inhale. Nice and controlled. Release that foot. Exhale, lowers it down. Awesome work. Shake it out. Take a second. You just got to do that one more time just to hit that second side because we're almost there. You guys are doing awesome. Way to stick with me here. Finding the front or back of your mat. When you get there, let's find that big inhale. Take those arms out now. All right, exhale, fold this forward. Taking that halfway lift. Flat back down spine to that forward fold. From here, we're inchworming forward or stepping back to that high push-up plank position. Finding that plank nice and long and strong. Here's your option. That left foot can lift this time for that chaturanga if you'd like. That knee can also come down. Lower it. As soon as you hit that mat, that left foot comes down. We press it into that cobra or up dog. And the toes over, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Stick with that left foot for a three-legged. Press up and back. Bend the right knee, sweep the left leg forward, plant it down. When you get there, find your balance. Press it right up to our warrior three. Find those even hips. If you're feeling stable this time, feel free to take those arms out. We're taking it to our curtsy. Let's step it around behind, bend both those knees, lengthen that torso. Awesome, step it around, bring that knee up, lengthen it up. Let's take it back to our crescent. Step that leg back, plant those toes, lift the torso to warrior two. Right heel turns down, arms open. To peaceful, flip the front palm, lift it up and back. Bring it back out to warrior two. Sweep that right arm forward. As those hips turn over, bring that right heel up. Fabulous. From here, we've got those pulses. Our inhale lengthens. Our exhale cactuses those arms, bend that knee. Inhale lengthens. Cactus those arms, bend that knee. Final time. Inhale lengthens. Exhale sinks into it. Open through the chest. When you have that left knee bent, go ahead, lengthen those arms. Awesome. Let's step it into our pyramid. Bring that foot up, planting that heel, lengthen both of those legs, inch forward. Fabulous. We've got that step back, lengthen the torso. Feel free to step halfway back for that extra challenge. Bend that left knee. Power up onto that right foot. Find your balance. When you get there, feel free to turn those hips towards those toes and find your tree. Again, we're avoiding the inside of that knee. Anywhere above or below it is fabulous. Arms can be up, hands can be at heart center. Keep that core nice and strong, nice and activated. Don't let it relax just yet. 2 more nice deep breaths. Nice work, you guys. Big inhale. Exhale. Last big inhale. Nice and controlled. Go ahead, release that foot. Exhale, lower it down. Shake it out. Awesome work, you guys. Ooh. All right, let's find 3 nice deep breaths. Find your mountain pose. Our inhale takes us out. Now, feel free to sweep it a little bit more exaggerated than you normally would. Exhale, circles the arms down and around. Same thing, once again. Inhale takes us up. Exhale, circles them around. Inhale takes us up. We're going to find our lateral stretches on this one. Right hand comes down towards that leg. Left arm comes up over top. Nice big stretch. Inhale pulls us through center. Same thing, second side. Inhale pulls us to center. Bring those hands together. Interlace the fingers down to heart center. Press the palms forward. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. Round the spine out. One final inhale, takes the arms up, palms towards the ceiling. Exhale, circles the arms down and around. You can press the palms towards each other or interlace the fingers behind the back, open through the chest. Pull the shoulder blades together. Exhale to release. Final deep breath. Those palms are going to meet up overhead. Next inhale takes us out and up. Palms meet. We exhale to pull them down to heart center. All right, you guys, fabulous, fabulous work tonight. That was a very challenging flow, and you guys did awesome. Way to stick with it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday night and a fabulous week. Maybe I'll see you Wednesday. If not, I'll see you next time. The light in me honors the light in you, bowing as we say, namaste.